As the results of the 2021 National Grade 6 Assessment (NGSA) were announced, the country's top performers expressed their gratitude and contentment after making their mark in the Education Hall of Fame. On Friday, when the Ministry of Education officially announced the top performers, DPI spoke to a few of the young and bright stars to understand their state of mind and to get an idea of the challenges they faced during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I feel very happy and glad that my hard work paid off.
I actually just found out today and I was really shook. I started crying in my seat. I was so happy because, and I must say that it wasn't only me working, it was a whole team behind me.
I'm feeling very elated and happy because every year I've watched this function on the TV all the time, but just to be at this ceremony right now is just a dream come true. So I'm very happy.
Well, I'm not really surprised. I mean, with all the effort I put, with all the resources that the ministry would have installed, the WizKid, the QuizMe, the 2 mock exams, the textbooks, the learning channel, I expected to get this place. So I'm very happy right now.
I was very elated when I found out that I had a score that was in the top 10 of the National Grade 6 Assessment.
I feel happy that I made my parents and all my family relatives that gave me continuous support during my preparation for the exam. I'm glad that I made them proud also.
Many sleepless nights. After school I would do lessons and then homework, and then I would study my work at night, and I go to bed around 12.
I actually started from since last year, as it has always been my dream to just be in the top 10, whether it be for the region or just for the entire nation. So just to experience this today and realize how far I've come, it has really been a big stepping stone in my life, and I couldn't be any more happier.
Like QuizMe, WizKids, and Learn Channel. And they all played a very instrumental roles in my studying.
Well, the preparation, I had to study very hard, stay up very late and study. I also had a lot of help from my parents and my teachers. Plus, I used most of the resources that the ministry provided, like the worksheets, study packages, as well as the QuizMe.
My preparations began at the beginning of the grade 6 term. So during first term, I was practically reading through all the textbooks, writing down notes.
Well, what we would usually do, our classroom teacher, Mr. Success, or Sir David, they would usually give us exercises to do. Most of us, if not all of us, were told to review those exercises, and we would, especially the past papers.
It was very hard for me because we didn't get to go out a lot. Normally we will go on trips to visit monuments and stuff, and we didn't get to do that. And also it was very hard because you didn't actually get to go to real school, and you get distracted.
I'm a person who's involved in my social life, so I like to be with a lot of my friends. So not being able to go to school and see people has really affected me a lot. Like, it hit me just like a wrecking ball. And to be restricted to only online, it got to times where I was really annoyed at it. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I couldn't handle it. But I realized that if I put in my effort to this, I will eventually learn to accept that this is what I have to turn to. I have to make the best of what it is to help myself, especially educationally or academically.
To me, it was like a vacation. It didn't affect me that much, really. But I feel like the other students, they love class teaching, face-to-face, and not like I love that too. So I'm very happy when we started to go back.
Well, how it affected me, of course I wouldn't be going to school face-to-face anymore, so I have to do virtual online class. It was a bit hard at first because now with the online class there's so many problems with the internet connection, but I didn't let that stop me. I still tried to study very hard throughout my thing. So
The COVID-19 pandemic, it didn't really affect me because the online school is very beneficial, but it kind of hindered me from going outside. It kind of like obstructed me from going outside.
For the children writing NGSA next year, it comes with a lot of struggles, sacrifice, and even tears. You do have to put in the hard work and effort, and trust me, if you put in your effort, you will soon. So, great rewards.
I would tell them to, work very hard at, studying and so, and put down the phones for now. Because you have one opportunity to do this, so put your best foot into it. Have no regrets.
just study hard, be focused. Like sometimes there's distractions, but you can't let those stop you from achieving whatever you want. And just aim for the stars. Just don't go low.
The message I have for them is to study hard. Well, to study hard, pay attention in class, take down notes, write down important things, and also try to read further.
Those writing out the exams next year, I'm telling you this from personal experience. Listen to your teachers because something they say may come back in the exam that you're going to be writing. And you can study hard. Don't overstudy.
My advice for the next set of children that will be writing the exam is to take your work seriously. Success doesn't come overnight. It takes a lot of hard work and bravery.
Meanwhile, Minister of Education Honorable Priya Manik Chand pointed out that despite the severe effects of the pandemic on the education sector, children still performed impressively.
I was very nervous about it to deliver education differently from the way the country has done it since we came into existence. Even before we had schools and people used to teach in churches or under trees, it was always face-to-face. And so to have done that without seeing children, they have entire children who never saw their teachers face in person. They saw them online until the exam day. And so it was always very risky, but we had no choice. We tried to make these children as equal as if they were in school. And that's why you don't see poor results here. In fact, in our worst year, COVID here, we did the best in social studies and English.
Notably, 13,822 pupils wrote the NGSA exams this year. Minister Manik Chand assured that her ministry will be in contact with the absentees so that they too can get the chance to write their exams.